What's up, Fort Wayne? Hey, in the studio today, let me introduce you to Stank and the Vibe Tribe. Okay, guys, what's up?
Hey, what's
Hey.
up?
Okay, you gotta get a little bit closer. Let's try it
Okay.
again.
Okay.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up? How's it going?
Okay, let me introduce you to Ashton Morris. He is the saxophonist of the group, and Matei Richardson. He is the drummer, and we're waiting for their bassist. He'll be in shortly, Henry Spoolhoft. This is the amazing thing about this group, guys. They are 16, 16, and 18 years old. Packed in awesomeness. Wow.
Thank you.
What I want to know off the bat is how in the world did you choose of all the genres jazz, guys?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I
you
can
want me
go
to
first.
Go first.
I feel it's something we've all kind of grown up listening to and playing, so it was just kind of like, yeah, this is awesome, and we like vibe with each other during that when we play together. So that's just kind of how it came to be.
And
Yeah.
so, Matei, how'd you choose the drums, though?
Well, that's a hard one because at first I started out playing saxophone, then I realized this isn't fun, so I started playing piano. Then I saw a really good drummer playing one time. I'm like, I want to play drums. So then I just kind of how it clicked. I just started playing drums. I started playing jazz with it and fell in love with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Ashton? How did you come to jazz of all genres of
Oh
music?
man, so I remember I was in middle school at Lakeside, and I had just started in 6th grade on the saxophone after trying for many other instruments and failing. I couldn't get a noise out of the other ones. That was the first one I can get a noise out of, and my second year of playing, I still sounded like really young and like very like new on the horn. And my director goes, I think if you try this jazz class we're just starting up, they just started up that year. He said, I feel like you'll definitely improve a ton. And he was like, give it a shot. And I said, sure. And so my first year I wasn't sure if I liked it. And then the second year I gave it a shot again. And then instantly I gave it a listen. I had never actually, my first year I hadn't listened to it like
enough
enough until I heard the right player. If I'm not mistaken, it was
Who's that?
John Coltrane.
Oh,
And he's
what you know about John
Oh
Coltrane?
man.
Oh,
man.
my.
Let me tell you. Oh man. So he had got that name from my old band director, Edward King II, and man, that's actually what he nicknamed me. My first day meeting him, he nicknamed me John Coltrane. He always called me Coltrane. And so I remember I listened to one of his songs. If I'm not mistaken, it was Naima. Beautiful song. I actually, first time I ever cried over a song, I was like, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. And after that, I was hooked with jazz. I was hooked.
When you say that you couldn't get a sound out of the first instrument, what does that mean?
Like no matter how much air I put through it, like I couldn't make like good sound whatsoever from it.
But I thought the saxophone was one of the hardest instruments to play.
Oh, it's definitely hard to play, but to start off on it, you can start off on it getting a sound, but it's about attaining a good quality sound and getting a good form of technique over it.
Okay.
It's like driving. Like everyone can push down the pedal, but not everyone can make sure they can
I
they can
know
navigate
that's
the roads.
right.
You know.
Because there's a lot of people don't need to be on the road.
Oh, that's for sure. That is for sure.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the school that you attend. My understanding is that you guys are at South Side. I'm sorry, North Side.
Yes.
Don't give me those dirty looks. At North Side.
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about North Side's jazz band.
Oh man, we are the Northside Wildsiders, and we are 2-time state champs right now. This is actually my first year being a part of this band, but I've been with Northside since I was in 8th grade. Been part of their jazz band and marching band since then, and our jazz program has been skyrocketing. It's a very fun and accepting environment where it's judge free. It's very judge free. Like I remember, I was so nervous my first day, like auditioning, and everyone was just like, "Oh man, you got it. It's all you. It's okay." Like everyone was so like welcoming about it, and I mean, I feel like it's definitely a great place to go for musical growth, and like we're winners at Northside. We are winners. Like there is no, like, even if we don't get the highest score, you'll carry yourself like you're a winner, and you speak it into existence, and we know that that's how it works.
There you go.
It's a very friendly environment.
There you go. Are you a part of the North Side Band as well?
I was a part of the North Side Band. I believe it was 2 years ago. Then I quit because I didn't want to do marching band, because at Northside you have to do marching band in order to do jazz band.
Ah, okay.
I didn't want to march, so I quit, but I'm still pursuing music outside of it, so I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So guys, do you come from musical families, musical backgrounds in your family?
For me, no, actually. I think the closest I can say for musical people in my family, my grandfather played the bass guitar for about 2 years when he was younger, about 16 or so, and he after that he kind of just gave it up. It was just like a little fun thing he just tried to do, and other than that, no. And yeah.
What about you, Matei?
Yes, on my dad's side, they were a big musical family. There was actually my grandfather. He played the accordion, and my grandma, she sang. So of course they were the dynamic duo. They were playing around town.
Okay.
Then they had their boys, and my dad, he played saxophone. My uncle plays guitar, and then my other uncle played bass guitar, and he sings. So automatically there's a little family band going on. They would go around town playing. And so my uncle that plays the guitar now, he plays with Ty Causey, and he's doing some stuff around town. And my dad, he played with Ty Causey, Mike Conley, and he's playing with New Millennium every once in a while now.
Have you had an opportunity to play with any of those guys that you're
No,
talking
I
about?
have not, sadly.
Not yet.
Not yet,
Uh-huh.
but hopefully soon.
Oh, you will. I'm sure you will.
I will.
Oh, wow. Okay, so wait a minute. Let me get this name right. Stank and the Vibe Tribe. Where did that name come from? First of all, who's Stank?
I guess I'm Stank.
I was just kind of like, there was just one rehearsal. We were just playing together, and we were just vibing with each other, bouncing off ideas off of each other, and like, yo guys, we're just like because originally the North Side was the Redskins, and we were the Tribe.
Okay.
Let's bring that back, the Vibe Tribe. And then from my thinking, I was like, man, this group's pretty stanky, because it's just grooving hard. Yeah. And I was thinking that was the stank, but I mean, I guess you could be stank too, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either works.
I don't know. Like people kept asking me when
So you all are Stank.
Yeah, we're all Stank, and we're all the Vibe Tribe.
We cause the stank.
Yeah. It's more like the Stank's like the music,
that.
I just know people kept asking me. They're like, "Yo, so who's Stank?" Every time I'd mention the name, and so I was just like, I don't know. So someone in this band is Stank whenever I say it's Stank, I guess. But yeah, I definitely love the name. Like as he said, yeah, we thought of it at rehearsal, and I was just like, that name really works. Like it sounds great. It's
you're not gonna forget.
I was like, you're definitely not forgetting that. The whole night, actually, I was just sitting there going, Stank and the Vibe Tribe. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Okay. So, what are your future plans with your music, guys? Are you when you you're a senior, Matei?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you planning on pursuing music when you go to college?
No, not really, because I can pursue music with my friends, and that's where I enjoy it at. I don't want to take it to like this level of like where you don't have to learn, like you don't have to go to college for music to be a great musician.
Okay.
So I'm just going to pursue a business degree, and when I pursue a business degree, I'm still going to do music on the side.
You'll
of
play
course.
music.
Oh yeah, of course.
Especially you, because it's in your bloodline.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm never going to stop playing music.
Right. Well, what about you? Will you pursue music in college?
I will be possibly majoring. I'm going to be double majoring, actually. My first part is in marketing and business for music, so I'll be networking with other musicians and helping them find connections throughout towns and stuff and getting them up and running. And then I have been considering doing a performance degree in music and or a teaching degree for music, because I know, like, honestly, like, I don't know where I'd be without, like, a guiding hand helping me, like, and so I feel like if I could be that guiding hand for someone one day, I feel like that would like totally help someone, and I feel like someone would actually like, I don't know, like I want to play a big role in someone's life one day, and it'd be nice to
through music.
Yeah, through music, and I feel like teaching would be a nice way to do that one day as well.
Right. It's pretty cool. So we've talked about that. What is there anyone living or dead, any jazz artist or any musician that you would have loved to or want to play with?
Oh my God, there are so many.
So many.
Oh my God, there's
Give me your top three.
top three, man. Okay, that's a
Jeez.
hard one, man.
Is
I know.
it? Oh,
Yes,
wow.
okay, but hey, do you have one that you can go first? Cause man, this is like
Top three. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Number one, Miles Davis, of course.
yes.
Start off. That dude is nuts. Dude is rocking. And then
Yes.
someone that's living now is Christian McBride, bass player.
Okay.
And then I would love to play with Chick Corea. I love Chick Corea.
Wow.
Yes.
You guys have old souls. Wow. Okay, that's cool. What about you?
For a living, I'd say I'd love to play with Kamasi Washington. If you're listening now, Kamasi, I'm always open to play.
And he's new on the scene, isn't he?
Yes, he's pretty new on the scene. He actually has played with Kendrick Lamar a couple times on a couple of his albums, and I
Right.
believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's played with Snoop Dogg before as well. But he's a huge experimental jazz and jazz artist, and his father played with a lot of old musicians as well. If I'm not mistaken, he might have played with Diana Ross at a point, which that's actually my grandma's favorite person.
Artist, huh?
Yeah, not even
Uh-huh.
artist, just person. For my second person, I'd have to say, I mean, everyone loves Coltrane, so I guess I'd have to go for Coltrane, because like I feel like he was just spiritually awoken, like in all forms, and I feel like music and all. So I feel like it would just be an amazing conversation to have with him, and like a great like way for me to learn. And then for my last one, I would totally love to have played with. Oh man, I think Chet Baker. Chet Baker for sure. He was one of my favorite vocalists and trumpet players. Miles Davis was amazing, and I love Miles. Like if this was a list of 5, Miles Davis would have been on there too. But Chet Baker, he really had an underdog story going. I mean, he actually had lost all of his he had gotten his jaw broken in like 5 places.
What does he play?
He had played trumpet, and he was also a vocalist.
Okay.
And he had gotten wrapped up in stuff he shouldn't have, and had gotten his jaw broken, and his teeth were knocked out, and due to that, he wasn't able to play anymore. And like every doctor said, you're never gonna play again. Even his manager was like, I'm giving up on you. You're not playing again. And for a while, he was just like, well, I'm done. Like that's all I had. But then he ended up rising back up from that, like, and I was so happy to like I watched a movie about it, and I've read books about him. Like I've studied his work and all that, and like it's such an underdog story hearing that he came back from that and became even better than that, and I just love that.
Right. Cool. You know what? You piqued my curiosity when you said experimental jazz. Exactly what is experimental jazz?
So experimental jazz is like, there's so many ways to think of it. It's like, I mean, everyone knows what jazz is. If you don't,
Yeah, but there's so much today. There's so many different. It branches out in so many different ways.
For sure.
So when you said that, I wasn't aware Kamasi Washington played experimental jazz.
it's like if you would take hip hop. Let's say you like hip hop, but like you're not super into jazz, you would fuse them together, and you would also take like elements from different genres and put them together and experiment with it to like see what really works together.
Urban jazz.
Urban jazz is a good way to think of it.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Okay, I have some of that.
It's very lively, and it keeps the mind thinking while you're listening to it. But it also like, I don't know. It really makes you think. It really makes you think.
What is your genre of jazz that you guys play?
A little bit of everything. Try to
Experimental jazz?
Play a little bit of
You know what I'm
everything.
saying? I'd call it experimental.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like we also do play we play some funk stuff as well, because I know a lot of people love groove, and like I know a lot of, like my grandfather and grandmother, they love hearing, like I remember I came upstairs after rehearsal one day and they just go, hey, before y'all leave, can you guys play this one other song real quick? And I went down. I didn't even tell them that. I was just like, hey, can we rehearse Reverb again?
Yeah.
I think you remember me going like, let's rehearse Reverb one more time.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So, guys, you have to stay tuned while these guys set up. They are going to bless us with some live jazz right here at 95.7 FM WELT. We'll be right back.
Can you cue Henry for a solo break?
Maybe try to.
I was thinking about that during like fourth period. Henry, yo, can you cue you for a solo break at all during reverb battle?
Can what?
Can you cue you for a solo break during reverb? 2-bar break?
For me to solo?
No, for
For you to solo?
yeah, like while I'm soloing, like in the middle of my solo, can you cue me?
Okay.
Henry,
How
go on.
are you?
What? Ashton's grandma. Oh, man. All right. Dope.
What's going on?
How'd your test go?
Oh, it was good.
Oh, dude, I
I
just
learned
realized.
everything I needed to know today.
Huh?
I learned a whole unit of physics today,
Oh.
so then I can take the test.
And what?
I don't pay attention like that.
And the music, huh?
Yep.
I hate playing my one. I can't play
Okay, I'm back. Okay, we just had the bassist. I just learned that word, guy, the bassist. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay, join us in the studio. Welcome, Henry Spula.
Yep. That's me.
Hey.
I'm happy to be here.
I am so excited to hear you guys play. I know you guys can't see this, but that hair, that color is popping. I was just kidding. Women pay big money for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, Henry, how did you choose jazz?
I started, well, my brother, first of all, Garrett Spoolhoff, he is 4 years older than me, and so he started playing jazz probably in 4th grade. And so then I kind of just like followed in his footsteps. Just my brother played piano and now I'm playing bass, so.
Stand-up bass.
Yep.
And it's amazing. How did you choose the instrument?
I honestly just heard that there was a big like demand for bass players. Like there's
Okay.
not a lot of them,
Okay.
and so I was like, well, I might as well be a bass player then.
Okay. It chose you then.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Do you plan on pursuing music in college?
I think will probably either minor or major in something musical.
Mm-hmm. I want to ask you the same question I asked these guys. Is there any musician, living or dead, that you would have loved to or want to play with?
I don't know. That's a hard question.
Is it? It was for them too.
Shoot.
Top 3.
Dude, yeah, probably. This has probably got to be Mac Miller, and I don't know. Even just to have a conversation with Victor Wooten, oh my gosh,
I've heard
that
of
would be
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
Probably my third one. Probably have to be Christian McBride,
Okay.
my favorite bass player.
Okay. Right. What are your, so you guys, I did ask you this, but what are your future plans for, wait a minute, let me get this right. Stank and the Vibe Tribe. Are you Stank? Are you the Stank?
Showers.
I don't know. We might all be the same.
Well, y'all in sync with that, aren't they?
Yeah.
What are the future plans for Stank and the Vibe Tribe?
I don't know. Probably just gigging around, having a good time, making music together.
Okay. Do you have any anything coming up that we need to know about?
I don't know.
Do you have anything coming up that we would need to be aware of?
Yeah, actually, we're going to be in the studios coming up this next week, and we should totally have something out by the summer. We haven't actually worked up an album name yet, but we'll have something out for you guys, and stay tuned. you can check us out on our Instagram, Stank The Vibe Tribe. And the link will be in the bio of Ash the Sax Guy, and you'll be able to find us through there.
Ash, the sax guy.
Yeah, you'll be able to
Okay.
find the link for Stank The Vibe Tribe through there.
Okay.
And stay tuned.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Hey, stay tuned. Up next is Stank in the Vibe Tribe.
Next song is going to be called Reverb. So that was called Reverb, and that's actually one of my favorite ones we have here. Next, we're gonna do footprints. We're doing footprints. All right, let's do footprints. This is a Wayne Shorter tune.
All right, that was Stank and the Vibe Tribe. And remember, you heard it right here in 95.7 FM, WELT.